Imagine being invisible. Imagine living every day surrounded by people, yet nobody truly sees you. No one speaks your name. No one asks how you're doing. No one cares whether you live or die. Now imagine that in the middle of a crowded city, one person suddenly stops. Not because you are important, not because you are wealthy, not because you have influence, but simply because he loves you. This is the powerful story of a forgotten man, and the moment Jesus changed his life forever. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you may realize that Jesus sees you too. Near the city gates sat a blind beggar. Every morning, he woke up to the same reality. Darkness. He could not see the sunrise. He could not see the faces around him. He could only hear footsteps passing by. Thousands of people walked near him every year. Merchants, travelers, religious leaders, soldiers. But very few stopped. Most people hurried past. Some pretended he wasn't there. Others tossed a small coin and continued walking. To the world, he was just another beggar. Another problem. Another burden. Another forgotten person. Years passed. Nothing changed. Until one ordinary day became the most important day of his life. That morning, excitement filled the streets. People were talking about Jesus. Stories of miracles had spread everywhere. The sick were being healed. The broken were finding hope. The hopeless were discovering faith. Crowds followed him wherever he went. As Jesus approached the road where the blind man sat, the sound of the crowd became louder and louder. The blind man could not see what was happening, so he asked someone nearby, "What is all this noise?" The answer changed everything. Jesus of Nazareth is passing by. The moment he heard that name, hope exploded inside his heart. Maybe this was his chance. Maybe this was the day everything could change. The blind man began shouting, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." People immediately told him to be quiet. "Stop shouting. Leave him alone. You're disturbing everyone." But he refused to stay silent. For years he had been ignored. For years nobody listened. For years he lived in darkness. And now Jesus was near. This opportunity was too important to lose. So he shouted even louder, "Jesus, have mercy on me." The crowd became annoyed. But the blind man didn't care. When faith is real, it keeps calling even when others tell it to stop. And then something incredible happened. Jesus stopped walking. Out of all the people in the crowd, Jesus stopped for one man. One forgotten man. One lonely man. One blind man. Jesus called him forward. The crowd that had tried to silence him now stepped aside. For the first time in years, all attention was focused on him. Then Jesus asked a simple question. "What do you want me to do for you?" The man answered immediately, "Lord, I want to see." There was no hesitation, no doubt, no complicated speech, just faith. Then Jesus spoke words that would transform his life forever. "Receive your sight. Your faith has healed you." Instantly, the darkness disappeared. For the first time in years, he saw the sky. He saw the people around him. And most importantly, he saw Jesus. The man who had once begged beside the road now walked with Jesus. His life would never be the same. But the greatest miracle was not that he could see. The greatest miracle was that Jesus noticed him. In a crowd filled with thousands of people, Jesus stopped for one person. Maybe you feel unseen. Maybe you feel like nobody understands what you're carrying. But Jesus sees what others miss. He hears the prayers others ignore. He notices the tears nobody else sees. Just as he stopped for that blind man, he can meet you exactly where you are. Because to Jesus, no person is invisible, and no heart is forgotten. If this story touched your heart, subscribe and share it with someone who needs hope today.